Howdy. Welcome to part 3 of my Amnesia playthrough. If it looks like the words are not matching my lips, it's because they're not. Like an idiot, I did not ensure my microphone was connected and working properly when I started making this episode, and now you've got silent me with strong expressions or reactions to the horrifying things I see in this episode. So let's get on with it.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
In this episode, I'm just going to let the gameplay speak for itself, but I'll comment as necessary, calling myself a big fucking idiot when I make silly mistakes and whatnot.
This shouldn't be.
Fortunately for me, the microphone cutting out isn't entirely a terrible thing. I'm more quiet, and my face does plenty good job, as you can see, telling the story all on its own. Dumb face.
22nd of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
I tried way too many times to open this. You can't open it. That I can. It's not a chest. Just you're so dumb, Joey. You're so dumb. And right here is where everything went south for a while. This was by far the worst experience I've had with the game. I had to take a minute, collect myself. I could tell that this was just going to be the worst. These bastards are invisible, and they constantly follow you. Look at me. You don't need words to tell what I'm feeling. You don't. So if that's not already obvious, and it should be, that's a timer going on. I opened something, or did something, and right there is where I realized, shit, I need to go figure out what the hell I just activated. I waited around for a little bit and ended up having to go back and hit the switch, but I ultimately, you know, press on here and just lose my damn mind trying to get away from these invisible fucks and come right here into another room with more invisible fucks. Really loved this portion of the game. It fucking 10 out of 10. Would not play again, ever. Right here, I look a bit relieved, right? Well, this is funny, because I had no fucking reason to be. The shit show was still in full swing. You can, yeah, look at me. I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm not happy about about this entire situation. I don't even know what's coming at the time. I know now. There it goes. I fucking panic run trying to get these damn doors open. I think I've got a minute to stop. I don't. These things are always after you through this little corridor here. With the water everywhere, you've got little to stand on. Yep, there's my exit. Fuck that, I guess. Take another lap around here. Go. I don't know why I come back here. I fucking... What was I thinking? Yeah, he smashes through the door. Getting beat up. Remarkably, I think I died one time, if that. I may not have died at all, but at most one time. This room had this pretty sick-ass nightmare statue. I loved looking at that. I won't forget that anytime soon. Here, I'm going to do everyone a favor. I am going to refrain from reading the letters this episode since it doesn't quite feel the same to me doing the voiceover. I will include all of the portions of the letters, and if you choose, you can skip through, read them yourself, and then go on, or just skip them entirely as well. Quick heads up, if you do not like the sounds of animals being mutilated, this is gonna get pretty hairy.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Here I learned that, shit, I'm gonna have to build a fucking elevator. I am not stoked about that.
My journal is gone. What would they want with my journal? July 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him. The key. Please, let it be here. July 3rd, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Now I've opened a whole new can of worms, it seems. I learned that I need to create an explosive mixture. The hell am I gonna use this for? No idea, but this is what I get caught up on next. Forget the damn elevator, I guess. That's old news. Well, that's it for part 3. Pretty sad episode with not hearing the genuine reactions I had to that awful water corridor portion of the game. Next time I will have my shit figured out. This part we did I think advance a little bit, which is good. I think I got 2 things started at once maybe, but at any rate there was some kind of forward progress made. Join me next time, part 4. We're gonna figure out what the hell I do with this explosive mixture and maybe build the elevator. Who the hell knows? I might start a new thing, a third thing, and bye.